Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragonwing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP in chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my week. Just want to say I am so sorry about last week's WIP in chat. A lot was going on. I had a couple of friends going through some crises, so I was helping them out and stuff like that, and honestly I was supposed to record my WIP and chat on Friday night when the boys and my fiance were out of the house, and then he came home and he was like, "Oh, did you do this?" And I went, "Oh, whoops." So that's the point. I kind of decided to skip last week's WIP and chat. So I apologize for that, but we are back again this week. At least I made sure there was videos going up. I'm sorry that all my videos have been unboxings lately, but I'm kind of playing around with some things, trying to figure things out, and I'm trying to also play catch up because I'm still showing unboxings for kits I'm already working on right now, so gotta get all that caught up. But on the bright side, I'll be all caught up for March, which is perfect timing because we will be working our way into Stoke Your Dragonfire, so I'm very excited about that. Also, the other thing I have been working on are some kind of like updates to the channel and stuff like that. So I had a subscriber last week reach out to me or made a comment on one of the videos saying my audio was a little rough. So hopefully this is an improvement. We did get a new mic, so I hope that this sounds a lot better. From our test runs we did yesterday, it definitely sounds better. So fingers crossed that this fixes the problem there. And then I was having some camera issues. I'm sure you guys noticed my Christmas haul video was so rough. That's kind of like a combination of brand new hardware on top of a glass reflective desk, but we kind of just updated that. So I put over here, I put a bed sheet down on here, so that way that will stop the reflectiveness, and hopefully that'll make the videos look better. And it seems like my autofocus is working well again, so hopefully that solves all those issues I was having. Fingers crossed. So that being said, been working a lot the last couple weeks on trying to get improvements here, and hopefully things are starting to do better. Of course, I do have some videos that were recorded in previously that we're still going to see those issues, or those like the worst audio and stuff on, but it's okay. Once we get through those, it'll just be good audio from there. Okay, a lot to say there. So hi everybody. I am working on Little Dragons Galaxy by Sheena Pike, and this is a craftably kit. Unfortunately, I don't have a full image to show you because that is currently in my logbook that's across the room right now. But this is the kit I've been working on. I've been working on this one for Elisa's event, the Lunar New Year DP 24. And you know, it's Year of the Dragon, so of course got to work on a dragon kit. I have been absolutely loving this kit because there are just so many specialty drills in it. It's been such a blast to work on. I'm sure you can see over here like all this crystal in there and everything. It's so amazing. So I've been really enjoying this kit, and I'm actually getting close to being done. It looks like I might have just 2 rows after I finish this little square here. I have the middle section left for last because it's the hardest to reach, so I was kind of working my way in until I had to deal with that one, so now that's where I'm at. So yeah, we'll be working on this section, and then if I finish this section before the hour is up, which I doubt I will because this is a pretty confetti heavy kit. It doesn't look it, but it is. But if I do finish that, then I'll just tape off the next section. So yeah. What am I working with? I have, where to start? Okay, I'm gonna start with my Bijou Bliss tray. This is the one that is in the Night Court November. There we go. Had some drills in there, so. This is the Night Court November colors. I absolutely love these colors, and I love this tray. And then for my pens, ironically, I'm also using a Night Court November pen. Both of these were turned by Enabler's Outpost. This is a cocoon blank that they purchased and turned. And then this is the pen that inspired their Night Court November pens. So I had to buy that one up immediately. Oh, he's got his toy, okay. We got our little heart, like little galaxy heart washi tape. I thought this looked absolutely perfect with this kit. This is from Amanda Michelle Designs. We have, of course, Lee Wax. This is the Midnight Pomegranate, once again, Night Court November. I'm using a lot of Night Court November stuff on this, but it just goes with the theme very, yeah, it just matches the theme. And then what I'm using here, so of course, as always, I have my glue dots, Snap dots. These are Fresh Hot Donut ones. And then what I'm using here, this is Abigail, one of Abigail's newer products. It's her Captivating Caulk. It's putty. And this is the Lightning Wielder. It did have little dragon scales in it, but with kind of like getting smushed and stuff like that, they kind of went away, but it's okay. But it's absolutely pretty. It's blue and sparkly, and I'm just loving it. I had to get all 3 of her Year of the Dragon scents because, yeah, I love it. I just love it. And then, of course, I'm using my Elizabeth Ward storage system. And then my cover minder, it's from Bev. It's one I ordered from Bev like ages ago. I don't think she sells these ones anymore, but I thought it was perfect to go along with this canvas as well because it's Galaxy and Dragon and all that fun stuff. So that's everything. Hi, Pupper. Hi. Yes, and those of you who love hearing Zero in the background, I am sorry to say that he murdered his hamburger a couple weeks ago, so we don't have the squeaky hamburger anymore. Yeah, you did, didn't you? You pulled all the stuffing out and pulled the squeaker out and everything. So yeah, okay. Finally there, can finally start diamond painting. Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry for like that whole entire crazy intro, but it was all important stuff, so yeah. Hope everybody's having a great couple weeks. Like I said, I am so sorry about last week, but I had other things that were kind of more important at the time, so I had to take care of that. I'm not going to lie, I really don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago. I really don't. I was trying to rack my brain most of the morning trying to remember, but I don't. And so I'm just like, okay, we're just going to talk about last week then. So last week, hey, why aren't you staying? There we go. There we go. I don't know why I was doing that. Okay, so we had a really busy week with the boys last week. Like, it was actually insane how busy it was. So we got the boys back on Sunday per usual. And we are, like, words. I know how to talk, right? What happened? Oh. Sorry, I got distracted. You know me, squirrel. Oh my god, Laura, on one of her unboxing, she said squirrel, and I literally looked around like looking for a squirrel, so I'm sorry if I just did that to anybody else. Hey, get your head out of there. So, Sunday we got the boys back as usual, and, you know, typical night, just, did you, like, inhale your water? Yeah, it was like a typical night. Boys came back, we did our McDonald's for dinner, got Sydney in bed, and, you know, or no, Sydney was already in bed because I get her in bed when the boys are getting picked up. Although we're going to change her routine around a little because she is, when we lay her down at bedtime, she's not going right to sleep. And she's just kind of like playing around in her crib. And she's been doing that for a bit of time. So we're getting to that point where it's like, okay, right now she goes to bed at 6. So I feel like we probably should start like giving her a 6:30 bedtime and stuff like that. And we also kind of like peeked at, you know, like sleeping charts and stuff like that to see what time she should. Oh, crap. I think the fabric under here is messing with it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so we were peeking to see like when should she be going to bed and stuff like that, and it was saying like anywhere from like 6 to 7:15, because like little babies need like 11 to 14 hours of sleep. I believe that's what the chart said, or maybe that was for the boys. I don't remember. Either yeah, because I looked at multiple things with it. So yeah, we're like kind of deciding probably to push her bedtime back from 6 to 6:30. Like at this point, us putting her in bed at 6 is just because we need a break, and that's not really fair to her. So yeah, that's probably going to happen starting this week, actually. It started yesterday. Yeah, we talked about it, and then I said I wasn't ready to start it on Saturday because it was a day. It was a day. It's always a day. So yeah, so yeah, Sunday, like, my in-laws wanted to try to do family dinner, but we're like, well, we kind of feel bad, like, constantly stealing the boys back early on Sundays from their mom and stuff like that. And so we kind of like said, well, that's not going to work for us. Plus, Sydney's kind of been in a mood and stuff. So I don't know, we were just tired. And so my father-in-law was like, that's okay, we'll try again on Thursday. So, spoiler alert, we did do it on Thursday. So yeah. Oh yeah, this weekend we got our taxes all filed. Or was that this weekend or was last weekend? Either way, we got our taxes filed last weekend, yeah. And no, it was weekend before. Either way, we got our taxes filed, so we're just waiting for that to come in now, which is good because, you know, I already got some things picked out that I'm going to want to get. I'm very excited. Got a couple diamond paintings in mind and stuff, although things are getting shifted around a little because paintings are selling out now, and I'm like really annoyed. Oh, I am so heartbroken. Huntress got discontinued from Rosie Scribbles, and I'm just like, I'm so heartbroken. So once I get my tax money, I'm going to start hounding or looking through the D-stash groups and stuff like that, and hopefully I can get my hands on that canvas. I really want that one. I love Rosie Scribbles art. And of course, you know, Saturday, another Rosie Scribbles got released, the Mermaids, the mother and son. It's like called Mother and Child. And yeah, of course I had to get that one, 100%. There was no doubt about it. So I did get that one this weekend. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm kind of like all over the place right now. So honestly, I don't think really much happened on Monday. Or no, it was Monday the day that all that stuff happened. Okay, yeah, I think Monday's the day that everything went down. Okay, so basically, or maybe it was Tuesday. I don't remember. It was either Monday or Tuesday, but the boys got home from school. And prior to that, we got a text from the neighbor asking if the boys wanted to go outside and play with the girls. It was beautiful weather. Like, it was like high 50s here earlier this week, so that was kind of amazing and stuff. So we're like, oh yeah, definitely, we'll let them know when they get off the bus and stuff like that. And then I was telling her, like, they got to do their reading time and stuff, but once they're done with that, we will send them out. And then so the boys get off the bus. Yeah, it was definitely Monday. Boys get off the bus and we tell them, like, oh, the girls wanted to play with you today. And then Alex is like, oh, well, I had plans to get on Switch with my friends. And I kind of just looked at him. I'm like, dude, what's the one thing you complain about over here? And then Drake chimes in that there's nothing to do. And I'm like, what? So I was like, well, that's not the answer I was looking for. The one I was looking for was that you don't get to go outside as much over here as you do at your mom's house. Because where his mom lives, she lives in a dead-end cul-de-sac. Dead-end cul-de-sac. So, and like, it's a neighborhood that's known to have kids because it's got a bunch of townhouses and stuff. So people drive slow down there. Down our road, people don't do that. So we can't let him go out and ride his bike as freely as he can at his mom's house because it's just not as safe. But we do try to send him outside with the girls as much as possible because then at least that way they can run between the two houses and like run between the two yards and stuff. So yeah, so we're like, no, the answer I was looking for was that you don't get to go outside as often here. Like, we got the opportunity for you to go outside and you're saying you don't want to because you want to play Switch with your friends. And it's like, yeah, we're going to have plenty of time later this week when it's cold out and for you to do that. So they went upstairs for reading time and I'm sitting there kind of just stewing because I'm like, well, that doesn't make me feel good because honestly, like, the kids have so much they can do here. I try to make sure they have plenty to do here. They have, like, Alex specifically asked for, like, adult coloring books, so he's got some of those. He's got, like, a bunch of toys upstairs, Hot Wheels, Beyblades, Nerf guns, all of that stuff. He's got his own diamond paintings. Like, each boy each has, like, 2 diamond paintings that they have started and haven't finished. And then there's like coloring stuff, there's clay, there's just lots of craft stuff. Like, there's so much that they could do. They have books they can read. So it's like, okay, why are you saying you don't have anything to do over here when you clearly do? And so I was like, oh, okay, here we go. I always miss one. I don't know how I manage this. Okay. So yeah, I was like, okay, that's kind of unfair because we got plenty for you to do. So why are you saying you don't have plenty to do? So I was kind of like talking to my fiance about this and stuff like that. And then so when the boys came back down from reading time, I asked Alex, I'm like, is it true that you say that you don't have much to do over here when you're not here? And he's like, well, yeah, that is true. I'm like, okay, so what are we missing here that you have at your mom's house? And no lie, guys, I thought he was going to say the stupid VR headset that, because his mom bought a VR headset for Mother's Day and his birthday and all this stuff. So it was supposed to be like the household one, but Alex acts like it's his and only his. So so I was expecting him to say like an Oculus or something like that, which we don't have the space to do we don't have the space to use an Oculus. Like this house is really small. It's very small for all 5 people that live here. So it's like, yeah, we told him plenty of times, like, no, that can't come over here because we just don't have the space for it right now. And honestly, it's your mom's too, so you shouldn't be bringing it over here. But anyways, so I was expecting him to say that, but no, he went into the stuff that he usually says, like that he doesn't get to ride his bike as often and stuff like that, which is his go-to. And it's like, okay, well, we're in the dead of winter right now, so yeah, you can't ride your bike right now. But at the same time, he's never asked to ride his bike. So it's like, okay, well, you don't ask us to do stuff. Like, you just sit there and get angry and swap between games and stuff like that, but you don't say, like, you don't say, oh, can you help me get set up with this, or can I do this, or anything like that. And so yeah, that whole situation hurt my feelings and stuff like that. So the boys went outside and played with the girls for a bit. And, you know, like, once again, talking to my fiance about it, I'm like, I'm actually feeling really hurt about this right now. Like, this does not feel good because, like, I'm trying so hard to make sure those kids have as good of a life as they can with divorced parents. And, like, I hope I'm doing enough, you know, like, it's hard as a step parent because you just really don't know if you're doing enough or if you're doing too much or what the boundaries are. And I really don't want him resenting me, you know, and that's my concern. So yeah, after the kids came back inside, we had dinner, and then I just needed a break. So I went upstairs and just laid down for a little bit. Because, you know, I was stewing and the bad thoughts were taking over, you know, you know how your brain works with depression and stuff like that. And so I was definitely frustrated and upset and hurt and all this stuff. And so my fiance came upstairs to check up on me, and, you know, he was asking if I was okay and stuff. I'm like, really? No, I'm not. I'm not okay. I'm just... And I was just like telling him, like, you know, I just try. I try so hard, and I feel like it's just not enough. Because, you know, we're the strict household. We're not the fun one. So, of course, it's going to feel like that. So, yeah, so my fiance is like, well, do you mind if I bring him upstairs so we can just talk to him? Because he can tell you're upset, but he doesn't know why. So let's just bring him up and let's just have a conversation with him. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So yeah, he came up and we had a conversation. I explained to him, like, how he, like, what he said makes me feel bad, makes my fiance feel bad, because, you know, he doesn't have these complaints about his mom's house. And so we're like, you know, I even flat out asked him, like, do you say these things about mom's house when you're not there? And he's like, well, no. And I'm like, okay, so, like, what's the problem? Like, where are we finding this disconnect here? And so what it ended up boiling down to is that he doesn't like the fact that he has to work around Sydney's schedule right now. And we told him, like, yeah, I don't know what word I was looking for there, but, you know, yeah, we understand that. Like, even sometimes we get frustrated with Sydney's schedule too, because, you know, sometimes it's hard to manage. And you know, with their bedroom being right up against Sydney's room, it does make things a lot more difficult for them and stuff like that. And so, you know, both, like, all the bedrooms are kind of right up against one another. So there's no good solution in this house right now. So, like, I basically reassured him. I'm like, well, when we look for a new house, we have these set things in our minds that we want to get. One of those things is a finished basement, so that way, you know, we can have a space downstairs where he can go and be on headset with his friends without having to worry about waking anybody up or being too loud or having cords where babies and dogs can trip on them and stuff like that. So we told him, like, yeah, we're working on a solution for that, and we just need a little bit of patience for now, but, you know, once we get a new house, things will be so much easier. We just need the space to work first. So, on the bright side, we got to the end of that conversation okay, and, you know, everybody felt better and stuff, and then I tickled him, and everything was fine, so. But yeah, it was just one of those, like, rough moments, like, okay, well, I feel like I'm failing. And then, of course, you know, the guilt that sets in. I'm like, oh my God, I'm the one who brought Sydney into the family. It's my fault, blah, you know, stupid stuff. And of course, my fiance talked me down from that too. But yeah, anxiety brain, it's so much fun because when something happens, you just go to the worst possible scenario. So yeah, that was my Monday. I'm pretty sure that was Monday. I think Tuesday was Tuesday was kind of just a relaxation day. We didn't have much going on Tuesday. Or no, we had something going on Tuesday. I don't remember what, though. Yeah, not much happened on Wednesday either, but Thursday we went over to my in-laws for dinner, had family dinner, so, like, the cousins all got to play together, which is so awesome, because they don't get to do that very often anymore. Because their schedule is just so freaking messed up. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna take a sip. So yeah. Yes, so the cousin schedule is just so messed up, so they don't really get to spend much time together anymore, which is really rough, but I think Thursday was a really good day for all of them. Like, they all seemed extremely happy to have one another and just play together and make jokes and just have fun. Hey, why'd you poke me in the butt? What's up? What's up, little man? And then Sydney had a blast over there. She's just running around doing her usual baby stuff and getting into trouble, playing on Mama and Papa's piano. She loves their piano for some reason. No, not for some reason. She loves their piano. She's got a little mini one at home that she plays on too. I don't think really anything really exciting happened there, you know, just talking and stuff. My mother-in-law was talking about her start of the semester and stuff like that because she picked up a second class because she teaches college comp mostly, but now she's helping take over young adult literature. And so she was telling me about that and stuff like that, and I had to ask her, I'm like, oh, it must feel good to have, like, a higher level English course now, so you have, like, people who understand, like, writing essays and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so she was telling me about her school and stuff like that, and then I'm sitting there like, wow, it's kind of weird because, you know, I'm not in school right now, and the semester started, and here I am just home and taking care of Sydney and stuff and looking for a job. Which I will admit, the job hunt's not going anywhere quite yet, mostly because I had a moment of just being afraid, you know. It's scary to put yourself in there, especially into a new career field and stuff like that, so I haven't really taken the time to actually sit down and do it, even though I need to, and I know it's bad, but I'll get there. I'll do it. I will. I know I will. Just, it's a scary thing. Like, I actually had a LinkedIn pop-up of my dream job, like writing for video games and stuff like that, and I was too afraid to apply for it. Like, hey, don't lick me. Here, you take that back. But yeah, so that part of my life hasn't quite moved yet, but you know, we'll get there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it, but we did start going on walks with Zero, or I'm taking him on walks basically, because I need the exercise myself. It gets me out of the house and he needs the exercise as well. So I will say the leash training with him is going very, very well. He is doing a fantastic job with like learning to stay with me and stuff like that. The only time we had an issue, or we had two issues with that so far. The first one was on Thursday of last week, because that was garbage day for most of the garbage companies down our road. So everybody's garbage cans are out and he's afraid of garbage cans, apparently. I don't know why. Just, they're big and scary and he's terrified of them. And so like we're walking down the road and then all of a sudden he just like beelines out into the road and trying to do like a wide berth. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I like pulled him back over and he just like dug his heels in and just was like, nope, I'm not going forward. And then I looked up and I saw it was a garbage can and just started laughing. So yeah, my dog is afraid of garbage cans. And then we had another moment later last week. It was one of the nicer days. We were walking down. So basically I live on a dead end road and then it's like connected to another dead end road. And down the other one is where we call the $1 million homes, because that's essentially what they are. They're these big, huge, gorgeous lakefront properties. I like taking them down that walk or down there because it's got a little a cul-de-sac at the end of it, so I can just bring them down there and walk around a circle and we go back and we're heading back. So it's like a perfect little loop. And so when we were walking back back towards our house, we passed by one of the homes and there was 3 dogs that were at the door barking. And like he was a little uneasy about that at first and stuff like that, of course, because you know they're all barking at him, and 2 of the dogs are bigger than him. And then as we passed the house, the person let their dogs out of the house, and they must have an invisible fence or something, because the dogs like ran out into the yard but then stopped. But all 3 of them are just sitting there barking at poor little Zero, and then he's like dragging me down the road. He's like, nope, we're not playing this game. I'm done. Get me out of here. So that was pretty comical. So he's like dragging me down the road. But we got through it okay. And then I got home and told everybody what happened. And, you know, the boys had a good laugh and my fiance had a good laugh and all that stuff. So adventures in dog walking, that's for sure. But yeah, he's really enjoying his walks and he's doing really good with them. We got to work on him being a little bit less afraid of certain things and stuff like that. So he's doing good though. Anyways, I totally got distracted. I was talking about dinner at my in-laws. Yeah, we had pizza and the kids played for a bit. And then we ended up leaving to get Sydney home and in bed. And then the boys got dropped off a little bit after that. But I think I was laying down when the boys got dropped off because I had a headache. Because I didn't get a lot of sleep, honestly. I didn't get a lot of sleep at all last week. I was definitely exhausted. I was worried. I had a lot of concerns for some people in my life and stuff like that, so I wasn't sleeping very good. So, yeah, thankfully I'm getting better with that, though. I'm sleeping better now. Still catching up on sleep though. But yeah. So I saw it that time. Okay. So yeah. What happened Friday? Oh yeah, Friday was an exciting day. I mean, it was an easy day for me. I got to chill at home, but the boys had an exciting day on Friday. So Alex got to play the national anthem for an Amherst game, which is a hockey team here. So that was really exciting. His school band was like one of 2 school bands that went to play the national anthem, but his was one of them that got chosen and stuff. So my fiance went with Basically, his ex-wife's entire family. Zero, get down. Hey. You're getting too tall now. But yeah, so yeah, my poor fiance had to sit there with his ex-wife's entire family for the game and stuff. But yeah, they ended up having to leave the house at like 5:30, so we had an early dinner, and then they all took off, and then me and Sydney were just chilling out and stuff, and then my friend Cassie came over. She dropped off a Build-A-Bear she got for me, because Build-A-Bear's doing Lunar New Year, and so they have a Year of the Dragon Build-A-Bear, so she grabbed one for me, even though I told her not to, but she did it anyways, because that's what she does. But yeah, so she stopped by and dropped that off, and we hung out and chatted for a little bit, which was really nice. She got to hang out with Sydney for a little bit and got to meet Zero and got to take pictures and videos and stuff of him. But yeah, then like when she was here for a little bit, I'm like, okay, I gotta go get this baby girl in bed. So I did bedtime routine with Sydney, a little weird, but it was okay. She doesn't care as long as she gets her bottle of milk and gets laid down. That's all that matters. So yeah, got her all settled in bed and stuff, and then me and Cassie continued to chat, and that was the point I busted Zero out and let her play with him for a little bit. But yeah, that was a pretty nice night, and that's also part of the reason why. It was funny too, because I mentioned to her, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta still film my WIP and chat for this week and stuff like that, and she's like, yeah, I was wondering about that, and then she left, and I just started diamond painting, and I was like, and then my fiance gets home, and he just goes, so did you move the WIP and chat over already? And I kind of just like stared at him. I'm like, oh yeah, about that. My bad. So yeah, that was the point I made the decision just to cancel the WIP and chat, because if I were to film it at that point, like he didn't get home until 9, so we wouldn't have it finished filming until 10, and then it wouldn't have even been up on Friday at that point. So I was like, okay, I'll just skip it for this week. We'll just do other videos, and yeah, we'll be fine. So yeah, that was my bad. Totally my bad. So yeah, that was a exciting day though. Alex had a great time, and of course at the game, that's when we realized he had not been keeping up maintenance on his trumpet at all. And we're like, how long is this? Like, cause a section of it was actually stuck. And like he was like, my fiance was like, so how long has this been stuck? He's like, oh, probably about a year now. It's like, why didn't you mention this sooner? It's like, you gotta maintain this thing. If there's things you need to talk to us about it so we can get the things. Like, yeah. So yeah, that was an adventure. So Saturday, was it Saturday? No, it was Sunday. Either way. Distraction. 2. Yeah, let's go 2. So yeah, that was a Sunday situation. But yeah, Friday night when he got home, he's like, oh, remind me, I wanted to take a look at Alex's trumpet. I'm like, okay, I'll do my best to remind you of that. And then I didn't remember until Sunday. But Saturday rolled around, and honestly, it was a very nice and relaxing day. The boys had asked to accompany me on Zero's walk that day, so that's what we did. So all 3 of us walked him. Yeah, Trud and Sydney stayed home. And then we walked him, and as we were going down like the $1 Million Home walk there, we were looking at the houses and saying, like, we all were saying like which ones we'd like to live in and stuff like that. Me and Alex had a agreement on which ones we liked and stuff like that, and Drake was just focused on how big their garages were because they were huge. So that was pretty fun though. But yeah, the boys had fun walking with me, and then once we got back, they went outside and played with the girls immediately after, and honestly, they stayed outside for most of the night, or most of the evening. And then the girls had to go and pick up the girls and their mom had to go pick up their dad from his second job and stuff like that. So they did that, and when they got back, Alex poked his head out and asked if the girls could continue to play, but unfortunately they couldn't. So the rest of the evening was kind of just spent inside, and then oh yeah, that was our fun night. Yeah, so then, yeah, we kind of had a fun night that night. So yeah, boys came back in, and then we had a plan for dinner. I saw an Instagram reel, and I sent it to Cherd, and I was like, ooh, this looks delicious. And what it was is pancakes, but you kind of like make pancake tacos out of them. And so it's like strawberries and banana and chocolate sauce and whipped cream, and like the pancake is like the taco shell. So I sent that to him, like, oh, we should like do that on Saturday or something for like a little treat and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, we can do it for dinner on Saturday. I was like, so I'm like, oh, okay. I was like thinking lunch or something, but dinner works. So that's what we did. Yeah, we made some pancakes, and then we cut up some strawberries and some bananas. Drake just wanted regular pancakes because he's not a big sweet tooth, but that's totally okay. So he ended up just having strawberries and regular pancakes with syrup and stuff like that. But the rest of us did the pancake tacos, and oh my god, they were so good, so good. And then after dinner was done, I think it was Alex asked if we could all play Fall Guys together. And so I was like, oh, heck yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I missed a one. So we all got Fall Guys booted up, and we played a couple rounds, and actually we won one. And that victory was because of me, and I'm very proud of it. It was a very underhanded thing to do, but I was very proud of it. So in the final round that we were playing in, it's called Jump Showdown, which if you've ever seen Wipeout, that TV show, like definitely, or the second round is generally like that sweeper bar that comes around and like speeds up and like raises and stuff like that. It's similar to that, but it just doesn't raise up. It just spins around faster and faster. And so, and also in this one, like the platforms kind of like fall out from underneath you. So it turned out to be like our entire team was still up because we were doing squads. So our entire team was still up, and we had like one guy from the other team that was left. It was just us four against him. And Church just goes, somebody could just grab him and sacrifice themselves for our victory and stuff like that. And I didn't even think about that. I'm still sitting there, I'm going like, wow, I'm surprised I lasted this long. And then after he said that, I was like, oh, that's a good point. And I walk over and I grab the guy. And the sweeper bar sends us both flying, and we're like, victory. So I was laughing so hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, that guy's probably cussing me out right now. But yeah, it was very comical and hilarious. And I'm like, oh yes, that was amazing. So yeah, I won. I won that for our team. My sacrifice was worth it. So, but yeah, it was a fun time though. We got to play through a couple rounds, and I do enjoy playing Fall Guys with the boys. It's one of those fun, silly games, and it's like perfect for like family and stuff like that. Oh, another exciting thing that happened on Saturday, which I probably should have mentioned this earlier in my whip and check, 'cause I know a lot of people don't generally listen this far. I know a lot of you do, but I know some people generally don't listen this far. But anyways, we had an awesome milestone with the channel. So those who may not know, YouTube's kind of changed that around things. So there's like 2 levels of monetization on it, and I have hit the first level now. First level is 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. So I did hit that this weekend, so that was very exciting. So I have officially been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, so that is very exciting. Still have a bit before I can earn ad revenue and stuff like that, but at least in the meantime, right now I like super chats are set up, and also I have a membership set up. Yeah, just another way of supporting the channel if you are interested, and I do plan on putting like special like I'll do like member only videos and stuff like that, some like vlogs or something like that. Still kind of like deciding what all I want to do with it, but I have a good setup for the start. But yeah, so I did get to that level, and I'm very excited. I also do have a Patreon. I'm sure you guys are noticing the title card popping up at the end of my video. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate you so much for supporting my Patreon. I did have that set up, and now I'm going to actually have to post on it. But I figured I'd set it up just in case anybody was looking for a way to help support and stuff like that, so it's there. But yeah, I'm very excited that I hit that first milestone, because that means I'm well on my way to the second one. So next level is the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 public watch hours, which I feel like I'm going to get the watch hours before I get the subs at the rate I've been going. But yeah, I'm really excited. And it feels awesome to actually hit that milestone, and was able to push the button to become a YouTube partner. So yeah. So I was able to do that on Saturday, get all that set up and ready to go, and I'm happy about that. I'm excited. Let's see. And then Sunday, what happened Sunday? Sunday was a rough day. I'm not gonna lie. I was already like mentally drained as it was from the rest of the week and stuff like that. And usually on Sundays on boy weeks, we're usually like extra tired and stuff like that. So I think Sunday was my morning to get up with the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that was my morning to get up with the kids. So I did, and yeah, I was kind of grumpy. I was definitely grumpy. My poor fiance. But yeah, I was just kind of having a rough day. Sunday was kind of like I feel like a bad parent day. Like, I have those way too often. I feel like I know I'm a good parent. I know my kids absolutely love me and stuff like that. Like, boys tell me all the time, and I'm working on teaching Sydney how to tell me. She's so close to saying it, so close. But so far I got I and of out of her. But yeah, it was just a rough day. And like, my fiance, he's been doing a lot of extra to help me out, because with the hockey game, and he's in the office 2 days a week and stuff like that. I have been doing a lot of the care. Like, I've been doing majority of the care on Sydney for the last week, because there's just been so much. Yeah, because he's been doing stuff like taking care of the boys' stuff and everything like that. And so like, usually I'm the one there to take care, like I'm the one left behind to take care of Sydney, essentially. So he's been like feeling bad about that, so he tried to take over a little bit more. But we're both trying to like make sure we have equal footing here. So So yeah, he was just trying to sit and play his game for a little bit, and she just wanted to be with him and nowhere else and stuff like that. And so he ended up just getting up and sitting on the couch with her, and I was like, no. So I put down like my diamond painting stuff, and I told him to bring her over to me and stuff like that. And he did, and in the process of doing that, she started like freaking out and flailing and all that stuff. And so she was upset, and I was like, come on, like, you spent you're spending so much time with dad right now, like, come spend time with mommy and stuff. But yeah, so she ended up like flailing so much to the point that she actually like hit me hard in the collarbone. And like, I'm actually surprised I'm not bruised, to be honest. Like, it hurt so much. And like, when she did that, I just like I broke. I literally just broke, and I just started crying. And I just ran upstairs, and I just like, I had the worst panic attack of my life on Sunday. I've never had one that bad before, but yeah, I don't know. It was just like one of those moments of Sydney loves him more than me, and I felt like absolute garbage. And speaking of Sydney, she's not napping. But yeah, I felt horrible, and on top of it, she didn't want me. She fought so hard, like, to the point of injuring me and stuff, and just like, I don't know, it just made me feel really bad. And so, and she also, I think she hurt her own head too, because she started crying too after she did it. It's like, well, that wasn't a good idea, now was it? Yeah, I need to re-up this wax so bad. So yeah, Sunday was kind of rough, so I ended up having a little fit upstairs. But I ended up feeling better from that, and Turd, he's so good at cheering me up and stuff, and he told me, like, yeah, don't worry about it, because you're, like, you're home all the time, I'm not, that's why she clings to me so hard, it's not that she likes me more than you. I'm like, well, Mom's got a million stories about how much I like Dad more than her, so I'm a little concerned that might happen too. But, I mean, I'm probably going to have a daddy's girl on my hands, and that's just something I'm going to have to accept. It just kind of sucks, because it's like, you're my only child. I wish you would want me a little bit more too, but she does want me when she's sick. I will say that much. But yeah, so that was just a really rough moment for me. I just felt very broken and shattered and just did not feel very good. So, yeah. But yeah, my fiance Turd, yeah. I don't know why I'd say both. Just continue calling his name. Turd managed to calm me down. And then I went back downstairs and, we just kind of got back to things and stuff like that. And yeah, and then of course Sunday was the Super Bowl, which we don't watch. Like, we're not sports people in this house. But the boys have been watching football over at their mom's house, so we asked their mom, like, hey, do you want the boys back a little early to get ready for Super Bowl and stuff like that? And turns out one of Alex's friends was going over to watch the Super Bowl as well. So yeah, the boys ended up going back to her at 5 instead of the usual 6 o'clock and stuff like that. So we got to drop them off a little early. And also they're going to be staying a little bit later too, because next week is their February break. So basically every school vacation, we always end up having them for their entire vacation, and their mom doesn't get to spend any of their school vacations with her. It's just how the weeks lined up, and it sucks. Like, we love having the boys for their breaks, but at the same time, we also like having a break ourselves. So, we basically kind of worked it out with their mom where, like, she just needs to let us know what half of the week she wants, and then she'll take the boys for a little bit of extra time and stuff like that. So the boys will be staying with her until either Tuesday or Wednesday. We haven't really fully solidified the plan, but we're kind of just leaving it up to her at this point. But yeah, we'll get them back either Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll have them for the rest of their break. That way, both households get to spend time with them, and works out. And then that way we don't just get a straight week of the boys just being home, because that gets exhausting after a while. It's easier during the summer because you can throw them outside and tell them to go play and stuff like that, but during the winter, not so much. It's a little too cold for that outside. But yeah, okay, we're about to the end of this, so yeah, once again, sorry about missing last week, but I'm sure you guys won't hold it against me. So yeah, just working on some fun milestones here. So we hit that first YouTube milestone, so now it's just working up to the second one. So what's coming up this week? I can actually look up and see, because I have a nice little calendar with all the information. So I have an unboxing coming on Friday, and then on Monday I am planning on doing my cross-stitch conversion project check-in. Actually, I might do like back-to-back videos, because I've been trying to post on Saturdays because I keep falling out of the algorithm. So I'm trying to get myself back into the algorithm. But yeah, so what I might do, I'm probably going to film 2 cross-stitch conversion videos. The first one's probably just going to be a little explanation of how I'm going to go about doing it, and kind of what statistics I'm going to plan on keeping with it. I just finished getting it kit up last night. So, oh child, do not try to crawl. Don't climb out of your crib right now. Ugh. She has not hit the ground yet again. Of course, now that I said that, she's probably gonna, no, okay, we're good. I'm gonna have to go resettle her. Distraction, sorry. So yeah, I might try to film 2 videos, or blah, where was I? Yeah, I finished getting it all kit up yesterday. And I find generally when I finish kitting up a canvas, I don't want to work on it because, you know, I just kit it up. So I don't know why I'm like that. I just am. So I will probably get that started tonight, honestly. But I'm thinking about filming like a video just to like talk about my plan of attack with it, because it's been a lot of trying to figure it out, because honestly things are not easily divided as I was hoping it would be, because like there's odd numbers everywhere, so we kind of just had to play around with it and try to figure it out to the best of our ability. I say our because my fiance had to help me, because honestly I don't math. I'm not good at math. Math is why I have Sydney. But yeah, so I might do a video kind of just like explaining my process that I'm going to be going forward, and then maybe do another check-in. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of just still deciding. Actually, I might save that first check-in until the 23rd and switch it with the DD of Life unboxing, because I have finally caught up on all the kits that I've been working on this month for unboxing wise. So now I can start unboxing kits that you guys will see coming in March, because I have plans to take part in an event as well as hosting my own. So I'm very excited. So yeah, I think I'm thinking about jumping into the Women Who Sparkle event, the Mermaids and Magic event, and then of course Stoke Your Dragonfire. So yeah, just gotta, I think I'm mostly prepared for that at this point. I'm actually really excited. Like, I have most of my sponsors squared away. I'm just still waiting to hear back from one, and then if they aren't able to, I gotta figure out who I'm gonna go to next. But we got a little bit of everything. I announced the sponsors and videos and stuff like that, and I do plan on doing a post on Instagram with more sponsor information, and then also going to I'm going to be doing a small shop haul with my sponsors as well. I'm just, once again, it's all waiting for that stinking tax money. Like, hurry up and get it to me. But yeah, so yeah, I knew I wasn't going to finish this section in an hour. I knew it. Don't have much left, but yeah. So yeah, I will stop rambling now. So yeah, we got some exciting unboxings to look forward to, and cross stitch conversion information to look forward to as well. So yeah, I think that will be it for this video. Throw me a comment. Let me know, how are you guys doing? How's your week's been? If you made it to the end of the video, let's do like an emoji from like something in the solar system, planets, stars, moonlight sky, something like that, moon. Let's do that kind of emoji for my little galaxy guy here. And yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I already told you the comment part of it. If you're not already subscribed here and you like diamond painting content, please hit that subscribe button down there. We're less than 300 away from 1,000, so hopefully I can hit that in a couple months. So yeah, definitely hit that button, please. And then hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. I try to post on a schedule, but you just never know what happens, because I have a almost 2-year-old. Yeah, Sydney's almost 2. We only got 2 months until her birthday. I'm not ready. Okay, anyways, that should be it for this one, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.